a quick CMO bite on what's a TIA versus a stroke. So essentially a TIA is like angina in that it's a warning of a stroke. And I believe that only a neurologist or a very, very competent physician should make that diagnosis, because a lot of things can have TIA-like features, for example, a migraine. So a TIA is where you've had a threatened stroke. So the neurological symptoms should fit an arterial distribution. So, for example, if I'd wiped out my middle cerebral artery, I would have a significant opposite side of body hemiplegia, maybe hemisensory loss. And the point being that the way you distinguish that from a stroke is on imaging, you don't see any evidence of dead brain tissue infarction. And so that's the difference. A stroke is defined, much like a heart attack is defined by troponin rise and fall. You've got to have that. For a stroke, you've got to have infarction seen on the imaging. With a TIA, it's exactly the same symptoms as a stroke, but you don't see any dead tissue, and this person's probably narrowly avoided having a stroke. So you'll see a lot of TIAs written in GPs' notes and things, and I would suspect the majority of them aren't. I think neurology is a bit too complex for GPs and even general physicians myself to make that diagnosis with a high degree of confidence. But the distinguishing feature is lack of dead brain tissue. So two things: I think a neurologist should call it a TIA, and you're looking for the imaging results, because if there's dead tissue there in that distribution that fits with the neurological pathway supplied by that artery, if there's dead tissue seen, it's a stroke. If the story sounds exactly like a stroke and the anatomy fits in with the symptomatology distribution, then a neurologist can call that a TIA. Hopefully that's helpful.